Hey everybody, this is Matt Criscuolo coming to you up close and personal with The Logical Song by Supertramp. Oh my God, 1979 off of their Breakfast in America record. And it was just one of the greatest songs ever. It reached the charts all over the world. It was #1 in Canada. I'm going to tell you a couple of little factoids about the song later. A couple of little interesting things, like for example, we'll get right to the song and then I'll let you know as we go along. But check this out, man. This is a great. You're going to love this. If you haven't heard this before, oh boy, buckle up. Okay, check it out.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical, and all the birds in the trees, they be singing so happily, oh joyfully, oh playfully, watching me. But then they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible, logical, oh responsible.
So check this out, man. Instead of the song just being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4/4 straight ahead like that, the song is pretty clever. It's got 10 beats, and what they did is they got a bar of 4, a bar of 2, and then 2 bars of 4. I'll count it all. I'll let you hear where it is, and it's kind of cool. Oh, and by the way, back somewhere in this song, if someone can find out where it is and comment on it below, there actually is a song from a little video game by Mattel, and it was the tackled sound, and it's in the song somewhere. If you know where it is, just comment on it below. I'm curious to see if you can hear it. But anyway, check it out now. This is we'll continue, and I'll let you hear what I'm talking about.
And then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable, oh clinical, oh intellectual, cynical. There are times when all the world's asleep, when questions run too deep for such a simple mind. Won't you please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd, but please tell me who I am. I said, now what would you say? They'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, oh fanatical criminal. Oh, won't you sign up your name? We'd like to be your acceptable, respectable, oh presentable, a vegetable. Oh, take it, yeah.
You see that face? That's called stank face. That's called stank face. That's when there's a lot of stank up on that. And that's what you're getting there. It's like, ooh, what the, ooh, ah. Yeah, stank face. Check it out.
But at night, when all the world's asleep, the questions run so deep for such a simple mind. Won't you please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd, but please tell me who I am.
This is so beautiful and poignant. When I was young, it seemed like life was so wonderful, a miracle. It was beautiful, magical. I mean, when you're a kid, you don't even notice it, or maybe you do, but most of the time you don't. Then you grow up, you still hold on to that magic and that beauty, but you see your runway is running out. You know what I mean? And you think about how beautiful and magical it was when you were a kid, and you're trying to keep that magic. Always kind of chasing that feeling, that emotion, that feeling. They nailed it. You know, Roger Hudson wrote the song. You know, he was main guy in there anyway. But check it out. Okay, so I could tell you a thing or two about the saxophone, okay? Now, the saxophone is a really lyrical instrument by nature because, first of all, it's one of the few instruments, you know, the woodwind instrument that you put it into your mouth. It is actually entering into your body. So it's becoming an integral part of your voice and your air, and it's coming through. And when you hear John Helliwell play the saxophone on this, that alto saxophone, it's so effective because of that. All of his ideas are coming right here and right here, and everything is just happening all perfectly. So that's what you're hearing there. You're hearing just effortless mastery and just a total freedom of expression, and so vocal, so lyrical. And I really appreciate that as a saxophone player. Lots of beautiful rhythms in here. There's a lot of, you know, great sounds coming. Let me tell you a little bit about this. This is kind of fascinating, okay? First of all, let's see. The Logical Song, it's written by Supertramp. They were from England on their 1979 record, Breakfast in America, written mainly by Roger Hudson. They probably collaborated a little bit on that too. And the lyrics were based on his personal experiences of when he went to boarding school for 10 years. Check out some of these words, okay? When I was young, it seemed like life was so wonderful, a miracle. It was beautiful, magical. And all the birds in the trees, well, they'd be singing so happily, oh joyfully, oh playfully, watching me. Then he says again, they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible, logical, responsible, and practical. And they showed me a world where I could be so dependable, clinical, intellectual, and cynical. You know what, man? Sometimes what happens is when you're young, right, and you get into something, like, for example, for me personally, when I started playing the saxophone in 4th grade when I was about 10 years old, it was magical. It was beautiful. There was so much mysticism and so much beauty and everything. And then I went to Manhattan School of Music, and I kind of lost my way a little bit because there were so many great musicians there. So many great musicians that today are just the leading world's most famous, saxophonists. And, you get a little intimidated. Actually, you can get very intimidated if you don't have the right mindset. And when you're young like that, you could lose that magic and that joy. So, sometimes education can actually beat the joy out of things. And that magic that you felt when you first started doing something, then when you had to make it your vocation and get serious about it, sometimes you can. That's why it's important to have good mentors, good teachers, and good people around you to help you keep your head. But anyway, then he says, there are times when all the world's asleep and the questions run too deep for such a simple man. Won't you please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. I mean, hats off to these guys. They did a great job. I'm very happy to have gotten a chance to make this my first song to review. I hope that you enjoyed what I did here. I was going to go on with more of the history of and the background of the music and the song and the band and stuff like that. If that's what you want to hear, let me know. But anyway, I'm going to keep it. I think I probably have said what I needed to say about the song for now. I hope you enjoy it. If you get a chance, check out the lyrics. Google them and check the lyrics out if that's the kind. Sometimes knowing the lyrics of the song actually helps you enjoy the song a little bit more. It adds another dimension, another layer to sink your teeth into, another dynamic. So, and it actually, they are actually very important. So anyway, thank you so much for listening, and don't forget again to subscribe and comment. And that's it, man. Talk to you later. Love and spaghetti.